Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. I told you earlier that within the next 72 hours there would be a very important development. The caravan of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, has now reached Lahore. And at the time I'm recording this video, they have entered Lahore. There were many rumours and news stories that they would be caught or stopped, and obstacles would be placed in their way. But they are in large numbers, and all of them are parliamentarians. Each parliamentarian is in a car, accompanied by a few more people, and there are also support vehicles along. So altogether this formed hundreds of vehicles, and a huge number of people have now reached Lahore. Since they came via GT Road, this has turned into a political movement. Along the way they were welcomed at several points. Ghadapur Sahib is also part of this caravan, as is Barrister Gohar and other PTI parliamentarians from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and various other regions. They are now gathering in Punjab, specifically Lahore. The purpose of gathering in Lahore is that every successful movement in Pakistan has always started from Lahore. While there are many important cities in Pakistan, the ones that begin in Lahore, the heart of Pakistan, are the ones that reach their logical conclusion. As this caravan moved toward Lahore, workers showered them with petals at various spots. Wherever workers gathered to welcome the caravan, police arrived to push them back, telling them not to welcome the caravan and to let it pass. However, in Shadara and some other places we saw arrests and scuffles. Some local PTI leaders were arrested. I saw Yasir Ghani Sahib being dragged and put into a police van, and others were treated very harshly. Despite a large police presence, the caravan reached Lahore successfully. In Lahore, PTI members will gather and strategize. They are saying there are 2 or 3 main objectives for coming. Coming to Lahore was overdue. Lahore is currently the stronghold of PTI. If you look at ground reality, PTI enjoys 90% popularity in Lahore. If you hold a fair and free election, you'll hear many stories and opinions. But I'm a resident of Lahore myself. Yes, the PMLN is strong and has deep roots there. But at this moment, public support has completely shifted to Imran Khan. People were especially disappointed when Maryam Nawaz became the chief minister. Her behaviour and actions have deeply upset Lahoris who are politically aware. They are frustrated with Nawaz Sharif's constant U-turns and the corruption and power-grabbing associated with Maryam. The public sentiment has entirely tilted toward PTI. In fact, Maryam's appointment as CM has triggered dismay. In Lahore right now, the political game is one-sided in PTI's favour. Although the establishment manipulated the mandate to favour Nawaz Sharif, even his own constituency had to be changed at midnight. When the returning officer, or RO, refused to commit fraud, the RO said, "If the margin was 5,000 or 10,000 votes, I could have declared Nawaz Sharif the winner, but you're asking me to decrease 70 votes from here and increase 70 there. I can't do this fraud." So they replaced the RO at midnight and brought in someone who would comply and declared Nawaz Sharif the winner. In a Lahore where Nawaz Sharif himself has had to work hard to win elections, how can it be possible for PMLN to survive politically? Yes, their die-hard supporters still exist in Lahore, but the average voter has now clearly moved to PTI. The second reason for gathering in Lahore is to show solidarity with the 26 MPAs who were punished by the Punjab Assembly Speaker Malik Ahmad Khan simply for protesting against the TikTok CM or this fake mandate princess, referring to Maryam Nawaz. The Sharif family has a strange way. They consider themselves royalty and cannot tolerate criticism. I have been personally targeted for asking tough questions. Khawaja Saad Rafiq and Pervez Rashid came to my office demanding that I be removed for angering Mian Sahib. This family sees even a tough question as a personal insult, and Maryam Nawaz, being her father's daughter, has made things worse. So, when PTI members protested in front of her, her blood boiled. She wanted them punished. The Speaker didn't follow the Constitution, the law, or any tradition. He simply expelled 26 members, all from PTI and none from the ruling party. Speaker Malik Ahmad Khan has played an extremely controversial role. History will remember him not as a politician, but as a tool of the establishment, someone who acted on behalf of powers behind the scenes. Although his family once endured hardships for political causes, they have now completely aligned with the establishment. The third reason for coming to Lahore is to finalize the protest strategy. How, where and when it should happen. Some aspects will be public, others confidential. Now viewers, another important issue. The court has ordered the shutdown of 27 YouTube channels in Pakistan. I want to put some facts before you. I don't expect relief or justice from the government of Pakistan or its institutions. Still, I will knock on every door and do everything I can. They've tried many ways to silence my voice, but with Allah's help I've survived and will not back down now. We are planning for all possible scenarios, including the closure of my YouTube channel. If YouTube is completely blocked in Pakistan, we will create a new strategy to keep the voice alive. They have already placed firewalls making access difficult, but if they succeed in a complete ban, we'll have to make a new plan. Every time a court issues an order, it's selective. One day they shut 2 channels, the next day 5. I know what's going on. Siddiq Yan sent me a message saying he's withdrawing his appeal because it seems wrong to save his own channel while others are being destroyed. I told him to pursue relief where available, because some voices must remain. I won't let them succeed easily. I've made sacrifices, and I will fight to keep speaking out. Now, regarding the missing persons issue, the Chief Justice of Pakistan said yesterday, with all High Court Chief Justices present, that they won't tolerate forced disappearances. Yet today, someone was abducted right from the court, on camera, while talking to the media. Men in plain clothes grabbed him, without warrant, without ID, without explanation, and dragged him into a vehicle in front of everyone. This is a slap in the face of the judiciary and justice system. Just yesterday, the CJ said we won't compromise, and today this happens inside the court. If it were a legal arrest, they would have identified themselves, presented a warrant, informed the accused of the charges. But this is lawlessness. Junaid Akbar said they wrote to all IGs asking for information about missing workers, but received no response. Please have them recovered. All your High Court Chief Justices were sitting there. Let them order the recovery. Ask those institutions that pick up people, or find out where those people went, whether they are even alive or not. Anyway, these are workers of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, so the doors of the Pakistani judiciary are closed to them right now. They do not get any kind of justice. These poor fellows are severely tortured, and then, if some judge shows mercy and says, "Okay, now you can be released," they still thank the judge. Sir, thank you very much. Viewers, here's another piece of news. Maulana Fazlur Rahman has expressed a desire. Let me tell you what his wish is and, well, what game is being played. Fazlur Rahman said his preference is for a change in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but the change should come within the party that holds the majority, in this case, PTI. Just like before, when they gathered people like Raja Riaz and others, some from here, some from there, and turned them into lotas, or turncoats, bringing down Imran Khan's government and forming a new one, now they want to do the same. They want to create chaos within PTI in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, break it from within, and exploit it to bring about an internal change. That is Fazlur Rahman's plan. However, Gandapur says you can't trust Fazlur Rahman. Even his own father didn't trust him and used to say, "I don't talk in front of him because he goes and tells everything to the agencies." Gandapur's words seemed inappropriate at the time, but now honestly some things are becoming strangely clear. Let me tell you something based on first-hand information I have, which is also known within Fazlur Rahman's own party. Fazlur Rahman will never join any opposition alliance or play any active role unless the establishment wants it. If the establishment joins or desires his participation, only then will he act. Suppose the establishment becomes neutral, then Fazlur Rahman will look for personal political benefit. He will weigh his options. Should I go this way or that way? Where does my gain lie? Right now, the same Fazlur Rahman who calls the government fake, a fraud, responsible for inflation, and criticizes every policy, he is now sitting with the same government. He is negotiating how to get the maximum number of senators from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Let's be clear, at most they can get 3 senators if they really push hard, but they are saying they will make 5 senators. How? Who will vote for them? This means they will resort to lotteism again, giving bribes here, buying votes there, luring people with greed. So Fazlur Rehman and others are planning a marketplace of human beings for 1 or 2 Senate seats. This man of religion is now involved in a political flesh trade for Senate seats. Fazlur Rehman has always been part of the status quo. He supports status quo political parties and has always benefited from them. This time he is enjoying sitting on the opposition side. And the establishment has such dirt on him that he cannot lead any anti-establishment movement in his life without their consent. It's just not possible. He even voted for Musharraf's LFO. He has always done things that benefit the establishment. So Gandapur's assessment of him was accurate. It wasn't wrong. Now to Shahbaz Sharif. Viewers, he made a shocking claim. He said, "Allah will ask me what I did in this world and I will say I worked on merit." He's trying to imitate Imran Khan. Half his life was spent opposing Imran Khan, the other half imitating him. Imran Khan used to say that Allah will ask him what he did, and now Shahbaz Sharif is copying that. Let's be honest, Shahbaz Sharif himself is the biggest contradiction to merit. You were made Prime Minister on just 17 seats. How is that merit? Your son, niece, brother, everyone was forcibly brought to power through rigged elections. This is merit? You placed retired and serving generals in high civilian positions. Civilian professionals trained and educated for the job were sidelined so you could please the men in uniform. This is your merit? You made the DGISI a member of your cabinet for the first time in history. You appointed an army of ministers. This is not merit, this is manipulation. Shahbaz Sharif, your next statement, I took over the government in difficult times. In 2023, most people thought the country would default. But I was confident it wouldn't. First, you didn't take over in difficult conditions. You created the difficulty. The people were angry with you. That was the real challenge. But you're right that by 2023, people feared default. The biggest among them was Khawaja Asif and even your own people. We were reporting it. But in 2022, during Imran Khan's tenure, no one was saying Pakistan was about to default. Show me one report, one leader, one analyst who warned of default during Imran Khan's government. Not one. After coming to power, you destroyed the economy. Your bad decisions turned that fear into reality. By 2023, the economy was crumbling. And what was your solution? You bankrupted the people. You sucked their blood to show the world that Pakistan hasn't defaulted. Half the population now lives below the poverty line. You caused this disaster. Over 3 million Pakistanis left the country after your government took over. Investors are fleeing. Investment in your term is at its 50-year lowest. Terrorism is back. You've destroyed institutions, the judiciary, parliament, everything. And now you say you saved Pakistan from default? You are morally bankrupt and you have bankrupted the people. You collected money by squeezing citizens and are now showcasing it as an achievement. You caused the crisis, and it's the people who paid the price. Your factories are running, your children's businesses are running, your contracts are secured, your affairs are in control, you get medical treatment abroad, your swimming pools have warm water while ordinary people are suffering. Ask the common man who bore the brunt of this crisis, who broke his back trying to stabilize the country. You people wound the nation and then sprinkle salt on those wounds. Mariam Nawaz issued a statement saying, "We hope every farmer in Punjab will be happy and prosperous." What kind of statement is that? First, you broke the farmers' back. Sugarcane, wheat and cotton farmers were devastated. Cotton hit historic lows. The entire agricultural economy has collapsed. Farmers are now too poor to even protest. They can't afford diesel to drive to Lahore. Some even ploughed their crops under. And now this woman says farmers are happy and prosperous. After ruining them, they hand out a few handouts and expect farmers to beg for charity. They don't want the farmer to earn through honest work, to sell his crops and be prosperous. They want to import foreign wheat and make foreign traders rich. They want to please middlemen, not farmers. Farmers' wheat rotted in storage. No one came to buy it. They had to sell at a loss. And now they're being told they're prosperous. These people first give wounds, then sprinkle salt. That's their method. They want the entire nation dependent on charity. Farmers were once self-reliant, but now you've pinned them to the wall. One last statement from Mr. Atollah Tarar. He said the powerful class is controlling the police, whereas the law requires the police to be independent and impartial. That's absolutely true. But let me tell you something. I was once speaking with a very powerful man. He told me, we control the entire system through the police. 90% of our dirty work is done through them. If the police don't support us, we freeze. This was in reference to Karachi, when the police rebelled during the Captain Safdar incident at Quaid-e-Azam's mausoleum. After that, Safdar was arrested and a hotel door was broken down to reach him. Mariam Nawaz was staying there. Following that, the police began applying for leave in protest. The ISI had pressured the IG, and those officers were later transferred. The army backed down. That officer told me clearly, we rely on the police for everything. Without them, we're helpless. And that's what happened. General Bajwa had to backtrack. I remember it clearly. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.